Hello, everyone. Before you listen to this episode, I want to mention we had some issues with our recording device. There was some lag, so I had to cut a lot of it out. And it also may sound like we're talking over each other, or it may get a little confusing at some parts. It is a little rough, but with all our events we have going on, we're not able to record it over again. And we have missed talking to you all, so we wanted to release this episode despite some of our audio issues. But we will be back to normal episodes next Monday. But for now, we hope that you'll enjoy what we were able to save.
You're listening to Sweet Scope Podcast with Tinks, Cat, and JoJo. They may seem sweet, but they'll pick your head clean off.
We're just going to do a little 0.5 episode so that you guys don't forget about us and we remind you that we love you and we miss you. So, Jojo, you don't happen to have a joke, do you?
I do actually. Yes.
Oh, this is exciting.
It's a good day.
What did Zelda say to Link when he couldn't open the door?
What?
Triforce.
That one's actually good. I like that one.
Really good.
I really like that one. That was good, JoJo. I approve.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
I get people
I try.
who, like, I know in real life that text me and are like, "Those jokes are so funny." I wonder.
Good.
I wonder if it's that the jokes are funny or that your accent is adorable. Like, I can't figure out which one it is. Maybe a little.
Probably a bit of both, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I feel like
Today we have with us. Wait, what episode is this?
Oh, fuck.
3.5.
3.5.
Going with 3.5? Okay, so
Yep.
this is Sweet Scoped, episode 3.5. I am your host, Tinks, and with me I have the girl who finally started playing Witcher, Canucks. Kat.
Hey, that's me.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Long day at work.
Very long day at work. Yeah, I'm glad it's over.
And also Jojo, our hard mode raid champion, the first group in Resolute to get it. How are you, Jojo?
Oh yeah. I am so tired. I need to sleep. I need all the sleeps. Oh, I'm shattered.
And so you did 5.5 hours on the hard raid, and then took a quick nap, and then now you're here, right? That's
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we have a special announcement. Our new co-host, Lady of Legend.
Hi, guys.
Hi. So yeah, that's a little announcement. Lady of Legend is now on our show. If you don't love her, you will grow to. That's kind of what happened to us. You know, you just
Yeah, I'm like a wart. I don't know if you ever really grow to love those, though.
I mean,
They just
I don't
stay.
Grow on you. Is that what we meant?
literally grow on you. That's not
That's like the first thing that came to my head. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay, so yeah, I posted in our group me if anyone would do hard mode raid, and she's like, I don't think I can even do regular raid.
No, I'm a fucking filthy casual.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
So
Should
So yeah, we didn't really have much planned for today. We just wanted to kind of sit back, chill, relax, talk about our week, and remind you guys about our event we have that is tomorrow. But if you're listening, it will be later today at 7 p.m. Pacific. And it's going till 1 a.m. Pacific. And so that's on October 24th. So that's on
Indeed.
Saturday. So hopefully you guys are listening to this on Saturday and will be able to make it. It's a charity stream for a specific Special Olympics in one of our listeners' hometowns. She tweeted at us and when we were talking about how it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month and said, hey, it's also Down Syndrome Awareness Month. So we wanted to do this for her and her son. And that listener actually is going to be joining on my part of the stream. So I will be streaming from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific with Charlene and a couple of girls that we are friends with.
Who are amazing.
Yes, they are amazing, and I can't wait. I don't get to play with them very often, so I'm super excited about this. And then Kat will be streaming from 9 to 11 Pacific, right? Okay.
Yes, and I'll have Blue Wessel with
Yeah,
me,
we have a
so that'll be fun.
special guest, Blue Westlow. He's a YouTuber and fun guy, so that'll be great. And then we have all four of us, me, Kat, Jojo, and Lady, will be on from 11 to 1 a.m. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm planning on some raid challenges on my stream. Kat, what are you planning?
I was gonna do some Crucible stuff,
Awesome.
so that should be interesting.
Awesome. And then for all four of us, we're just going to wing it because that's the best way to do it for us.
Absolutely.
Something that you can foreman. That's what we're gonna do.
We should take on the Crucible. I feel like we should
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, I feel like we're ready.
I feel like I am going to totally disappoint you guys.
Well, you kind of already do usually.
I
So
know. I know.
Don't listen to her. Have you seen Tanks play? You're gonna be great.
I'll play for an
Oh,
hour
shut-
tomorrow. Well, I don't even know if you know my light level yet, so we'll
If
talk
it's
about
in
that
PvP, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Alright, that's
Does
We're not
not
playing Iron
matter.
Banner, so it's okay.
It's just gonna be that light level just sitting there staring at us like, oh, look
Jojo,
at
wake
her.
up.
She's so cute.
I'm awake. I'm
Okay.
up.
All
I'm
right.
up.
I could
I'm
almost
awake.
hear you
What's
snoring.
going on? What day is it? What year is it?
Who's the president?
She
Is he
needs her
dead yet?
cuppa.
Did we get all the ogres? Oh my god.
Oh yes. So tell us what it was like beating him in hard mode, please.
It was hard.
You know, there's people that come into the stream and they're like, they don't say how hard is it. They say, is it harder than normal? Really? I mean, I don't like to make fun of people. It's not very nice, but really?
You absolutely do. You be quiet.
Oh god. I only like to make fun of my friends. I do not like to make fun of random people.
This is true. This is true.
I mean, if I love you, I'm probably saying mean things to you, so just be happy about it. So, apart from hard, okay. So, how long? What I want to know is spoiler alert, everyone. If you haven't done hard mode, fast forward. Um, how long did it take you guys to get that new mechanic down of shooting the ogres and then shooting the knights?
Well, I think Oryx was definitely the part that we spent the most time on. Took us about 4.5 hours in total, so we were probably that Oryx for at least half of that time. Fortunately, I had a couple of guys that had to drop out and carry on with real life
That's the hardest
things.
part, is replacing them and catching
indeed.
everyone up.
Yeah. So obviously you lose your kind of rhythm a little bit, and obviously taking breaks and stuff. But yeah, it was weird. It was just sort of like one extra mechanic to kind of take into account. But it's amazing how much that kind of messes up your original
Yeah.
routine. It's like just chaos and oh man, and the ogres. Just as soon as Oryx pops out, all of the enemies are like slightly higher light level. Like they're all, I think they're all at like 320.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not above like say 308,
Not doing.
you're gonna have a hard time
Yeah.
with those ogres.
Were you having? This only happened towards the beginning. Sometimes my ogre would enrage and regen a little bit of health and or not take damage. Was that ever happening with you guys?
Yep. Yeah. I'd find. I mean, normally the first ogres that popped out, those seem to be the ones that would have the kind of glitches. So you'd kind of take their health down. You think they're nearly dead, and then suddenly the bar would sort of go up
Seriously,
again.
that was our biggest
Um,
problem.
Yeah. So that was annoying. Yeah. Because you have to have everything timed, like pretty much to the last second. So if something takes slightly longer to kill, it just messes up the entire
Do you
thing.
think that once we're all level 310 and above, it's going to be like normal mode is now? Remember how hard normal mode was the first day because of our low light level? Do you think it's going to be the
Yeah.
same way?
I think it's definitely going to be a lot easier if you've got an entire team at like 310. It's still going to be a struggle, but you're going to be able to get the enemies down quicker. You'll be able to take a bit more damage as well. But I think it's mainly down to coordination and just having a good time as well. Because if everybody's there, having a go at each other, blaming each other, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you're having fun, having a laugh, Um, yeah, so kind of the
There's
way to go,
a
really.
good balance. There needs to be a good balance of messing around and taking it seriously, huh? Because you
Oh
can't
yeah,
have
definitely,
a lot of either.
Well, that's what I
definitely.
noticed though. Like I was watching some Twitch streams today because I had to work, so I couldn't commit to like, helping people out or getting through that with them. But I was watching a few different Twitch streams, and I noticed some people were very frantic, yelling at each other, trying to get stuff done, and I felt like, that wasn't the best way to do it. Like, I know you're pushing for worlds first, but you gotta take time and just have fun with your team, and I think that's really really important for any raid to be
Yeah, and
fun. You know what I
I have a
mean?
confession to make. I get rather passive aggressive because when something goes wrong, I want to point at that person and tell them this is what you did wrong, but I don't want to be mean. So I get a little like, well, maybe if you da 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 da, ha 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 ha. But I'm not really laughing. I'm actually making a dig at them. So that's something I really have to work on as as a person because
Yeah.
there's no reason you can't say, hey, you did this wrong and you need to fix this in a nice way. And so, and I don't like
Mm,
doing that, but if you've noticed something wrong and you want to make it change instead of letting it go on and on, like there's a nice way to say it, right?
exactly. Constructive criticism. I'd rather have somebody tell me flat out, this is what you did, this is how you can improve upon it, than have somebody
Right.
passive aggressively like say, oh, you could, if you
Yeah, maybe
did,
if you weren't standing up
this.
there, ha 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 ha. Just say, did you know if you stand over
Yeah,
here, this
rather
is, yeah.
rather than that, yeah, rather than that, come up to me and say, "K cat, move your ass, get over here," and I'll be like, "Okay, I'm moving,
Oh,
I'm going."
lady's farting again.
Birdie's mic is farting again.
Lady's farting again. Yes.
What? Really?
There you go. You
Is
got
it
it.
still going?
So, Jojo,
You're
what
good.
were
You're
the
good.
It was commenting on formats post
uh,
on Twitter. I'm sorry.
get in the zone?
Damn it. I know. I'm on it.
Jojo, what light level was your team? That's what I wanted to know also.
Well, I think when we all went in, we were pretty much all 30. I think it was between 307
Oh,
and
you guys went in
309.
a little higher. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit. Picked up a bit of gear along the way, but I was pretty much 309 through the
Oh
whole of it because I
no.
got
So
crappy
at the
gear,
end, you were
which was
about
great.
309.
Um, yeah, yeah, 309, and then we had I think two
Jeez.
311s, but we were all pretty much just a little bit below
Okay.
310. So yeah, it's definitely about that coordination and definitely hitting the crit spots on those ogres as well. Because ammo is just, I didn't see a lot of ammo drops out there. So it's like you have to really concentrate on how much ammo you have and what your role is. And it's just, so frantic, but it's awesome.
Okay.
Good fun.
Were you disappointed in the lack of change in mechanics?
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, with Golgoroth, I think the only new thing that I noticed was that weird buff that you get when you're in the pool of reclaimed light. One person will get marked with something, and basically this aura sort of appears around them, and they have a little countdown timer rather, and basically they just need to get the crap away from the rest of the team before that counts down.
Everyone
Otherwise, the aura
explodes
around them
but them.
explodes, and it will blow
Like,
you up.
got you, motherfuckers.
Yes, pretty
They're
much,
like a
yeah.
bomb. That's cool.
But they
Suicide
didn't introduce
bomber.
something like because you know how you can just do the 1-in-1 strat, right? You just get the gaze, jump down,
Yeah.
hit him, come back up, and then that's it. Which is kind of a cheesy strat. You're not utilizing the mechanics that they put in there on purpose, right? So I think
Yeah.
that they should have put in some type of a mechanic, like if you fail to catch the gaze, you get a markup on that glyph, right? And Belax, this was what Belax had
Yeah.
suggested in our raid that he thought that that was going to happen. And I think if they would have implemented that, that would have made that fight a lot harder, right?
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause I think that was probably the fastest part of the whole raid because it was
Yeah.
so similar. Yeah.
I was talking to a Bungie employee today, and I was telling him how we were kind of disappointed in the lack of change in mechanics, and he said that he was pushing for snipers on the jumping puzzle, the ships one. but there just wasn't enough memory for it
On
to
that.
add in that section. Stupid.
See, this is why I really want them to separate
Yep.
away from last gen consoles. I mean,
Right.
not to be mean or anything to, your
No,
Xbox users and that and PS3 users. Oh, it's so frustrating.
It really limits what we
Right.
can do. And I haven't played it yet. I would really like to go in there and kind of get a feel for it. I've only done King's Fall probably a total of like 5 times.
Hope
I've
we
been
didn't
so busy
spoil
with
anything
work and
for you.
stuff. One No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. I'm kind of excited to go try it, but at the same time I'm like if you compare it to I want to compare it to the differences in like Vault of Glass per se. Like what hard mode differences in that raid really stuck out to you like from that and normal that raid, and then what about like Crota and it's
Yeah,
hard.
I guess that makes a lot of sense, Kat. If we're disappointed, Jojo, with the difference in mechanics, if we look at Crota and we look at Vault of Glass, it's kind of similar then, right? I guess we should have expected that because there wasn't that many changes in those two. So you're right, Kat.
Exactly. Well, all I can
The
think of in
shields,
VOG is
The
Oh, yeah, the
shields.
detainment shields.
and
one extra
the Gorgon
Gorgon,
maze was a
yeah.
little harder, right? There was like
Uh-huh, yeah.
stationary Gorgon there. In Crota, he became enraged, which I
Yeah,
thought was
that
kind
was
of cool.
really
Like that
cool.
kind of gave the pressure to like,
Hmm.
okay, we have to kill him
Yeah,
or we're all gonna die. Like we have that. I'm
the
trying to think what
wizards that
else
came
in
out,
hard
but we
mode
just
Crota.
decided
Yeah, oh
not
yeah,
to.
the wizards.
We're
But
such assholes as players. We're like, let's just not deal with the
I,
wizards. Who has seen those wizards lately? No, no one has seen them. They just don't exist.
no, I
I
haven't
thought that
seen
they
them
were
at
going to
all.
patch that window, not going on that
No,
window. I really did. I was really surprised that they didn't.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess they left it open. I honestly believe that like towards the end of
Right.
that, I feel like they kind of just gave up and they were feeling kind of defeated because I mean, the 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 uh the
Mm.
glitches and
Pulling
like the
your LAN
cheating in
cable
that
and all
raid
that.
were probably the worst. Yeah, I think that was probably like the worst raid because like VOG you push the Templar off, but you didn't unplug your Ethernet cable and make the boss freeze.
We actually did that by accident. I swear, I will say that I'm pretty sure we were the first team to ever pull our LAN cable out on Crota, because I'm pretty sure no one could have possibly have done it before us, but we did it on accident. Someone disconnected, and then Crota kneeled. And we were like, we had been working on him for so long, we're like, oh my gosh, look! So we went over there, and he grabbed the sword or whatever, and he was ready to do it. And I started taking a screenshot because it looked so cool, and the raid is new and all that. So while I'm taking the screenshot and about to post it on Twitter, I die and the oversoul comes. So we actually could have probably done it by accident. Like, isn't that funny?
That's actually hilarious. Like that, the fact that like you did it by accident, when it's like people were like, they're playing, they're like sitting in their fire teams.
Right?
Okay, guys, we're
Because
ready. We're gonna pull
it
the
was
cable
first.
now. It's gonna go.
I suppose that's how
Right.
they find most of these things, though.
Well, like, and I feel like going back to like the hard mode thing. I feel like besides like, but like I really think they kind of just gave up. They were like, okay. I mean, because I'm gonna be from a gamer's standpoint, that was probably easily my least favorite raid. It felt really weak
Right.
in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy like going. I still love going and booting up VOG and
Oh
doing
my
like
god,
fun runs.
yes.
It's so fun.
It's so
It's so
fun.
fun. It's so nostalgic.
I mean,
Um,
I enjoyed Crota's End just mostly because I used to do a lot of like solo runs through. But I think if you have a raid that you can solo, then it's just broken
yeah, that's
because
what
a
me and
raid should
JoJo.
be
Group effort.
a what's the word? A group effort. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
thank
We
you.
were talking about that last night when we were not last night, the night before when we were playing together. Yeah, we talked about. I asked her if she'd soloed
Hmm.
Crota's End, and she said yes because I never soloed it, but she did. And then we were kind of just talking about raids, and I think we were kind of anticipating, like it's gonna be like we were talking about King's Fall. I know that like how we enjoyed that because I feel like That and
They
Vault of
force
Glass were
you.
really,
There's
really,
different
really
ways where you're
good.
going through the raid
Really
and you
good.
can just tell. They're like, they made this path open with, 4 people or 6 people or whatever it is. You can just tell that there's parts where it's like, you just cannot do this without a
Exactly.
team.
And that's the way a raid should be. It should be a team effort. It should be a group activity that's difficult, so difficult, but you come together with a team, right? A good team of people, and that's why beating them, especially for the
Yeah.
first time, when you beat them for the first time, it's amazing because you beat it with your team and you had to work together, and that's not easy for a lot of people, and there's still people to this day, and this makes me sad. Please message Rezo and we'll help you. But there's still people who
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten through VOG, even VOG normal. And if you haven't done a raid, I truly and I honestly believe that you haven't experienced Destiny to what Destiny is, because it's a multiplayer game, and that is the
Right.
very, very end game multiplayer activity. And
Yeah, and Resolute is
it's
always interested in
it's
helping the
awesome.
community too. So tweet at us, interact with us, find us, and we will play with you. So Kat, you got to kill a griffin, right? In Witcher. So
I did.
what are your thoughts on Witcher so far?
I finally had some time. I didn't want to really pick up Destiny. I was taking a little bit of an off day from Destiny, so I was like, I'm gonna pick up something else. And I had a few other games that I was like, maybe I'll play. And then I was thinking about how you were getting after me to play The Witcher, and I was like,
You took a
nah,
screenshot
fuck
and
it.
said,
I'll
"Here,
I'll put
Tinks,
this
now
game
shut the
in.
fuck
And I
up."
played it a little bit. I played. Yeah, well, I didn't say that. You just want to play the victim here, okay? I
Okay,
never
same
said
thing.
that. I sent the screenshot and said, "Look," and you were like, "That's my girl," and I was like, "Yeah,
She's proud of me.
yeah." I was like, "Yes, yes, she's proud." But no, I put it in. I probably only played an extra 45 minutes of it, but I'm into it. Um, I think I killed the griffin. I met Yennefer. We rode back to the city, and the last thing I remember
Falling
was trying to
asleep.
pick clothes, but it was like 3 in the morning, and I was like, I don't know which clothes. I don't know which clothes. So I went to bed. But no, it's really pretty, and I'm gonna play it more because it's the type of game that really does deserve to be played. You know what I mean? Like it's so
Yeah,
good.
that
It's so
that's the thing.
pretty,
It's
and
an
just I
escape,
want to
right?
just hide in the world forever. Absolutely.
So I
Okay.
totally turned it on.
Ooh.
Turned what on, Geralt?
The Witcher. Like I had it on,
And then,
I
and I
mean,
was like, I'm gonna play this
yeah,
game, and then family.
did
that's what
you
I
did
wanted
you
to
guys
talk
get my
about.
messages? Because
Don't
I was
shave his
super
beard.
into the
You
main
will not be
character of
attracted
that
to him
game.
anymore. I promise.
Yes.
I did.
Why would
I
you
shaved
shave
it.
his beard?
I didn't
Why would
realize there was an
anybody do
option.
that?
Because then you can watch it grow back in again.
What is life?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. Wait, there was an option to not
you
shave
don't.
his beard. Are you
His,
serious?
you can
What?
wait.
Now I
What do you
know.
mean,
I'm
Kat?
going into this with
I'm
knowledge.
confused. Oh yes, no, there's not. What you're
Okay,
talking
so
about? That's right. At
well,
the beginning, they force you
you
to shave him.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, no, I forgot about that.
what
But
is life?
you can go
That's why I was
later
confused.
and
I was like,
like I forgot about that. I think I didn't play for a really long time and I went to go cut my hair at like a barber shop or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get a shave and I'm like, my God, you are no longer attractive.
That's just life in general. When people like you're like, oh yeah, look at that guy. That's a nice beard, and then they shave it, and you're like, who the fuck are you?
Talk to me when
Get
you
that baby
grow it
face
out.
away from me. Fucking, yeah.
Even
I
if
think
it's
that's
just a little
true.
bit.
Dudes are
Even
like
if
10 times more attractive when they have facial hair. Like,
Dude.
now.
yeah.
Yeah, just
Wait,
like the
what?
scruff, you're just like, yeah.
Oh,
Wow, wow.
yeah.
So this is how it works, guys. Listen to Tinks.
Let's not pimp
If
me
any of
out,
you are
guys.
interested in her, this is how you. This is how
Yeah.
you get with her.
You just like show
Yeah,
her a
baby.
razor and then throw it on the ground and like step on it. Be like,
Well,
yeah.
we do have to say
Fuck
that
that
in
razor.
chat, JoJo did admit to being attracted to Geralt. So,
I think it is the beard.
It's the beard.
okay. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Lady, tell us about your amazing event.
Oh, don't no.
Your amazing Assassin's Creed.
Do you know how disappointing that was?
First, tell our
and
listeners what you do.
depressing. So, I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, I am a manager at GameStop, and I've worked there now since March, and Assassin's Creed is one of my first like really big titles from what I was thinking. Like, I mean, I did Mortal Kombat and The Witcher and Madden and all
this
the
is
sports games that have
Assassin's
come out
Creed.
recently. I've done all those, midnight launches but this is Assassin's Creed, and like at GameStop we have this big thing, like it's like the 5 drive titles or whatever of the season, and Assassin's Creed was supposed to kick it off, and it's supposed to be this big thing. And for me, I don't have a lot of faith
Right,
in
but
Assassin's
the
Creed
ones
personally,
before
just
it.
because of Unity and how fucking broken it was.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but the ones before it were good, and this is supposedly the same team that worked on Assassin's Creed 2, so blah blah blah. Was supposed to be really good. I had about, I believe we had 80 reservations, which isn't a lot,
Right.
but I
And
assumed that there was going to
do
be a
you
lot
do
of
the
last
calls?
minute
Do you do the calls?
people. So
Okay.
I got cookies. I do all the calls.
So you
I
called
pretty
80
much run
people and you're
every
like, "Hey,
release.
come to my party.
I did. I call 80 people on Sunday, and I said, "Hey, guess what? Assassin's Creed is coming out
I'm gonna
Friday.
put my cutest outfit on. Come
Come
see
in,
me."
dress up, do fun things." I didn't dress up. No, I didn't dress up. No. I wore my jeans and a skeleton shirt. That was me. Yeah, go me. Um, but so I made goodie bags, and there's cookies and lanyards and coupons from places around me, and I made
Right.
50 of them, because usually when not everybody's gonna come to the fucking release. I literally had
Oh
14 people show up to my
God.
release, and I was just like, and I had like 4,
Just
3
go
people
home.
working
Just
with
leave.
me, like, through
Don't look
and
at
I was
me.
like, just fucking
Don't
go
look at
home.
me.
Just go. I don't need you. I can do this. And I had gotten like balloons and decorated, and not only that, the balloons actually, I had an allergic reaction to them. So I had like a rash like underneath my nose, and I felt like I was like doing lines or something that night. Like I was just like burning, and I was like, what is happening to my face? And I went in the bathroom, and I had like a red mustache. I'm like, that's fucking attractive. Like, I am ruling it. These gamer guys are all sorts of drooly eyed over me right now. Look at her and her red mess. Yeah, it was red mustache. I didn't finish that sentence. Sorry, I'm extremely tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, those 14
You were
people,
like,
they
"You
were
guys are
rad.
lame. You have
They were
disappointed me. Get
cool.
out of my
Yeah,
store."
nobody dressed
No.
up.
Look at the floor while you
Not
go.
one per. I had thought that it was gonna be somewhat bigger than that, but I
In
had my
Ubisoft.
reservations because, like I said, a lot of people have lost faith in Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. The whole, as a whole, like a lot of people are just like, eh. Like I said, we had what did I say? We had like 80 to 90 reservations for that game.
Okay.
Halo, I have 210 reservations
Oh, wow.
for.
Okay.
I'm supposed to, by the time Black Ops launches, have 500 reservations for that. And then Fallout is 300. Battlefront, I believe, is like 400. So we had like these high standards that I'm never gonna meet. Like, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, okay, yeah, not happening.
Yeah, that really puts it into perspective. Like, it's such a big game with such little amount of pre-orders compared to these other big games. I guess that does show the maybe not lack of interest, but just the lack of faith in the game series, right?
Can you
Yeah.
blame them though?
No, I can't. Like, I tried to play Unity, and I was just like, what is this madness?
Yeah, I got it with my Xbox. When I got my Xbox, I
Yeah.
got like the bundle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I played like literally 20 minutes of it, and I went, "This is
not
awful."
okay. Yeah.
Like when I think of like Assassin's Creed, that was like a really like big game to me when I was growing up gaming. I played 2 and Brotherhood were my absolute favorites. I feel like those were the best. Like 2 was like the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion, and then
Yeah,
Brotherhood
definitely.
right after.
I think
Um,
the beginning of the Ezio storyline is definitely
Yeah.
the best.
Ezio was the most interesting character. I didn't
I love
care for
Black
3
Flag.
that much. I liked Black Flag more than I liked
The
3, but
multiplayer
then
was
with
lol though.
yeah,
I
I
liked
enjoyed
Black
that.
Flag for what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good
Yeah,
fun.
It
it was
didn't
very
follow
fun.
the like assassin line that much, but like it was an enjoyable game.
Yeah, absolutely, I would agree with that. And they're trying
But
to
this one's
recover
getting
from
really
that.
rave
Yeah,
reviews, and I
I have
kind of
it
like it's
I
making
have it
me like,
reserved.
I
It looked really
kind of want to
promising
pick it
at
up.
E3, especially like you said, it's a different team working on it, and they're not going to focus on multiplayer at all. They're just really focusing on the what they're good at. So I'm excited to try it.
Hmm.
That's to me, that's a game series that shouldn't have multiplayer. Like
No, not at all. I've never touched multiplayer in an Assassin. I've never been like, oh, I'm gonna go play some multiplayer. No, it's never happened.
Brotherhood's multiplayer was fun. That was fun. That was honestly that was good fun. But like, it's when you play Assassin's Creed, you play for the story, like the characters. You don't
Yeah.
play for the multiplayer. Like
For the
fucking wreck some
story.
noobs so
You're
hard
right.
in Assassin's Creed multiplayer tonight. Like
Lol.
they're gonna get
Yeah. I'm gonna go stealth mode on you, bitch.
exactly.
That's fucking hilarious. I don't know. I was gonna pick it up, but then I was like, Halo's coming out. Does JoJo have an Xbox?
No, I
Oh,
wish I
okay.
did. But
Okay.
no.
Let's
We
say
all
we have to
have-
have like Halo nights. Can we do that every once
Yeah,
in a while?
dude. I'm
Fucking Halo.
Dude,
Excited.
I played the multiplayer on the Master Chief Collection because I've never had an Xbox before this one.
I tried to play it and I was just done. I was like, no, and then I needed the space on my Xbox.
Dude,
So-
it's so fucking bad. Like I was doing co-op campaign with someone because there's no dedicated server. The lag is so bad.
oh, I can only imagine.
I can't imagine doing that with 4 people. 2 is bad enough. Yeah, dude, it's still really broken. Like if you're gonna go through solo, it's really good, and I would say yeah, I'm probably a little better at it after playing so much Destiny because Destiny's like the first shooter I ever played, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Halo was my first like online first person shooter. Like
I
to
didn't
play.
have internet I could play a shooter or any multiplayer on until I moved in September last year when Destiny came out.
Oh.
I literally moved and I lived out on a farm. I legit had like the shittiest.
I am
internet
so
ever.
jealous of you because
No,
you
no,
just said I lived on a farm.
It was horrible. It was absolutely awful.
Did you have fresh eggs
Oh
and
my
milk?
gosh.
No,
Oh.
we didn't. We did have a lot of horses though. We had sheep too. I've had sheep.
Oh. Can you knit me some?
What?
Can you knit me some socks?
Why do those two go together?
Christmas
You have a
is
farm?
coming.
Can you
Do
knit?
I sound like I
What?
can fucking
What?
knit you some
Dude,
socks, lady?
you would be surprised.
I feel like an old lady. No, bitch, I can't knit. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay, so we're getting to our babbling stage again, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I know Lady's tired and we all want to get some rest before our event tomorrow, right? So yeah, come hang out with us if you're listening on Saturday. That's tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna have some awesome guests. Kat's gracious enough to give away a physical collector's edition PS4 of The Taken King. So you're not going to want to miss that. Plus, we're going to be silly, and it's all for a great cause, the Special Olympics. So, yeah, come hang out. And please leave us a review on iTunes and send those questions in, those gaming-related questions for JoJo to answer. That's sweetscope@ninjapancake.com. You can follow me on Twitter at TINKKZ. You can follow Canucks on Twitter, Cat, at KANUCS. JoJo is JoJo_Rezo, REZO. And Lady of Legend is Lady_of Legend. So as always, thanks for hanging out and getting sweet scoped.
Goodbye.
Alright, bye guys.
Peace out, bitches.